Hi everyone, so this is going to be a very kind of quick, casual update on Blueberry Marshmallow Bar, the 3-wick candle, how it's been performing and how do I like it so far, and whether or not I would purchase it. So to get it off the way, I think this is an okay candle. I feel like the, hype would be the best word to describe it around it is not really warranted. I think the only reason why so many people want it is mainly because you can't find it too often, or not all the stores have gotten their shipment. But if I judge it based on the scent alone, whether or not I would buy backups of this, I would say no. So initially I ended up buying 5 of these Blueberry Marshmallow Bar candles, which was I think almost all that my store had. So this is the one that I'm burning. I'm already at the halfway mark. I'm not going to return it. I gave one to my sister, and there's an unburnt one for my collection. I ended up actually exchanging the last 2. Why I think this Blueberry Marshmallow Bar scent isn't the best blueberry scent that I've smelled coming from Bath and Body Works. I want to say my favorite one would either be Blueberry Pie or Blueberry Sugar. They're very different, so if I want something more sweet and candy-like, I would go for Blueberry Sugar. And then if I want a more bakery pie heavy gourmand scent, then I'd go for Blueberry Pie. This, I feel like it's on the bottom tier of the list, maybe towards the bottom, but above Blueberry Cotton Candy, if that makes sense. So let me show you how the wax is. So as you can see, it's been burning pretty okay. I'll burn it right now and show you how it looks like. The only issue that I get is that there is a portion either here or somewhere in the candle causes it not to fully burn. So somewhere in this candle there's like a little ledge of wax that doesn't fully dissolve, meaning that I have to burn the candle for a longer period of time than I would ideally want to, because if not I'm going to have one spot of unburnt wax and I really don't want that. Throw is pretty much the same. I feel like this isn't a scent that necessarily lingers a lot. Let me just go ahead and light it. Okay, so as you can clearly tell right now, it is at the maybe a little bit less than 50%, so I would say 40% mark right now. So now I noticed that my wicks, I'm starting to get that puny wick issue where I probably should absorb some of the wax, but I really don't want to. I don't know, is it just me? But I feel like I paid good money for that wax and I just don't want to get it wasted on a cotton ball. But as far as the scent, I feel like it's changing a bit. Before, I got more of a somewhat blueberry sweetened, almost drink-like quality. And now I feel like the milk lactonic note in this is becoming more of a yogurty, somewhat off-putting. Like when you open up a Yo plate and it's blueberry flavored or whatever, and you get that slightly sour note that's coming up from the top where you need to like dab a little bit of tissue paper, at least I do, to get that excess water. That's the little bit of smell that I don't really like that I'm getting. So right now, let me show you my watch. It is 2:52, so I'm gonna come back and then describe how I feel the scent is performing now versus I guess before. Alright, so I noticed that I started smelling it. Right now it is, I want to say 3:24. The wax still hasn't fully pulled out, so I'm going to check in a little bit later once that has happened. Alright, so right now it is 3:47. The candle I think would have pulled out had it not have those unburnt parts in the edges. Let me move this slightly to show you. So as you can see, that like dark spot was a chunk of a mushroom that fell over. So right there on that corner, you see a little bit of wax, but the one that's giving me problems is right there towards the bottom. It's just a chunk of unburnt wax. And then also, if you could tell, my flames aren't really that big or that strong. I think that's also contributing to the fact that my wax looks a little bit murky. So the wicks, they're not super puny, but they're not like those like big nice flames. As far as the scent throw, okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I feel like this is one of those candles that you smell them like they're throwing, but the scent itself is very light. It's very much in the background. It's very much like try to burn this with something else to make it stand out a little bit more, because the scent on its own, I think it's just okay. I feel like the scent slightly has changed. So whereas before I think I described it as a what was it, like a blueberry 7-Eleven slushie mixed with cereal milk. Okay, I am getting a lot less of that cereal note. I feel like they should have renamed this, because right now I'm smelling like a tinge of yogurt and a little bit less blueberry. Okay, so either what I'm smelling, I've narrowed it down. It's either the juicy tartness of the blueberry, but not really the blueberry scent, just the juice itself that is slightly less fragrant. Or what I'm smelling is it's not a marshmallow. You see, when I think marshmallow, I think of either when you open up a marshmallow bag where it's raw and you haven't cooked it or anything, it's like slightly powdery, very light. And I'm not getting that marshmallow note like when you heat up a marshmallow, or better yet, when you're making s'mores and you kind of put it over the fire and it slightly changes to more of like a ooey gooey type of scent. I'm not getting either of those. So I'm not sure what type of vanilla was added to this, but what I think is the lactonic note in this has transformed. Either it's the blueberry tartness that is not really vibing with me, or it is the lactonic note that's turning more into like a sour, almost like the yogurt. So instead of blueberry marshmallow bar, I am smelling blueberry yogurt. I think if I didn't like blueberry scented candles like as much as I do, I feel like this scent wouldn't be a, oh my god, I need to have this type of scent. Granted, I've already returned 2 of them, so I don't feel too strongly about this. Like, I wouldn't drive an hour, let's say, to go and find this. I wouldn't be heartbroken if I didn't get this candle. Whereas other scents, I would want a backup of it just in case, or I would want to enjoy it more. This is one where I'm kind of like, all right, I purchased it, you know, one and done type thing. I feel like this one throws. I would give it still a 7 out of 10, but it's very much in the background. I feel like it's a backup, you know, dancer. It's not like the main attraction. This is like the ones that are prepping the crowd for the main attraction, and this isn't it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead, continue burning this, enjoy it. The only issue that I can picture myself having, which I think I have it right now, are the wicks. As you can tell, they're getting smaller and smaller, which I'm a little bit worried about, and I refuse to cotton ball it. I might maybe pouring some of the wax out to my wax warmer, or I think I might end up heating it. But it hasn't taken on that like burnt sooty smell at all, and there are no soots, there's no smoke coming from the candle if I like pull this a little bit higher up. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue to burn this and call it a day. Hopefully if you are looking for this, your store gets it soon, but if not, I wouldn't be, you know, that upset about it. All right, bye.